What's up, footballers? Bringing you a video here between Manolo and Jerry. This one was definitely one of the tightest, closest matchups of the week. Definitely a matchup of the week candidate. You'll have to wait and see in the newsletter. But this one came down to the absolute wire. Manolo snuck out a victory by the slimmest of margins over Jerry, who I'm sure was downtrodden about it. Had victory, and then got snatched from him here. Manolo coming and stifling the dub. So let's dive in and see how things unfolded here. See, Lamar Jackson had 21.28 points. And then on those drops that Marquise Brown had for you, Manolo, not for you, for you, Manolo, he almost cost you this week because that would have cost Lamar Jackson some touchdown passes there. But you were able to get just enough from Lamar to help you get the dub here. Matt Stafford, 37.52 points. This guy's just absolutely killing it in LA for you, Jerry. Very good draft pick there by you. He's 4 touchdowns, 343 passing yards, just humming there in that Ram offense. So you're set at quarterback. Saquon Barkley had 16 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Also had 6 catches and 43 yards. So maybe he's looking a little bit more like the Saquon of old here. So that bodes well for you here, Manolo. So hopefully he can keep this momentum going and get you some more stable production here week to week. So yeah, that's definitely encouraging. I know he's a highly invested keeper for you, so hope good things are to come for him. Damian Harris only had 2 points, 2.1, 6 carries, 14 yards. I don't know if it was game script or what, but he just got completely taken out of the game plan here for the Patriots. Zeke Elliott, monster game on Monday Night Football, coming up huge here for the win for you, Manolo. This is the one I'm talking about. I think Jerry was feeling pretty good about his odds of pulling this one out because Zeke had been, I know that's how I felt too, because I know Pollard has been stealing touches here every week here from Zeke. So I thought maybe his stealing was being captured a little bit by the Cowboys, but nope. Zeke came out and showed he's still the Zeke of old, still the dominant bell cow. 25.1 points, 2 touchdowns. Also had some receiving work as well. So good for you, Manolo. Definitely paid off. They're here for the dub for you this week. Tyson Williams only had 5 carries, 22 yards. Jerry, it's like he's not really the lead dog there anymore, right? He's just kind of mixing carries there with Lamar Jackson and Latavius Murray. So I don't know if you want to keep playing him or have him ride the pine for a couple weeks, but he's definitely not having the production I think you were hoping here early on. Deebo Samuel, 7.7 points, had 2 carries, no yards, but he also had 5 catches for 52 yards. So still pretty involved in the offense, just a pretty down week here for him. Speaking of down weeks, Tyreek Hill having a second consecutive down week here. Only 7.2 points. Lost a fumble as well, too. There's something going on with this Chief team. They just cannot hold on to the football. Hill, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think Mahomes dropped his fumble in a couple times, too, and throwing some picks. So it's been kind of tough to really gauge how this Chief team is going to do week to week just because of the turnovers here. And then for Tyreek Hill, it's getting some, the depth of targets been pretty low. He's not getting those bombs like he usually does, which is what makes him so lethal. Julio Jones here, only 6.2 points, 3 catches, 47 yards. So he kind of came back down from earth after last week. And then also came back down to earth was Tyler Lockett. He had 4 catches, caught all 4 of his targets for only 31 yards, though. It's probably the first week where he didn't catch a massive bomb from Russell Wilson. Not good weeks for either one of these receivers. Mike Gesicki didn't play like he was sicky this week. Had 10 catches for 86 yards. That's a huge production from the tight end spot. No touchdowns, but didn't need it. Had so many targets, so hopefully that keeps up for you here, Manolo. I know you love you some Gesicki. Logan Thomas only had he had 10.2 points. It's a very solid game for him. He had a touchdown, caught all of his targets. Did lose a fumble there, so he did lose some points there for you, Jerry. So it could have been a bigger day. Which, let me look. Was that the difference in the game? No, you still would have lost by like less than less than 0.2 points. So, at least that wasn't the reason why you lost. I was like, wait, was that good? Could that have been the difference, that fumble? But nope. See, Kenyon Drake had 7.2 points. Not looking like the dynamic player that the Raiders had signed here. He's not getting the bulk of the carries here with Josh Jacobs out. He's getting some receiving work here, which has been good, but it's been Peyton Barber who's been really the default wide running back two here with Josh Jacobs out, and he's been taking all the carries. So I think you picked him up, Manolo. So good on you. Maybe if he has to start, you can plug him in. He'll help you out this week. Keenan Allen, 15 points, Mr. Stability. Not extra flashy, but he just gets the job done week in, week out. Had 8 catches on 12 targets, 50 yards, and a touchdown. The yards weren't there, but he got the touchdown to really save his day there. And the reception numbers were just absurd. So good for you there, Jerry. Jason Myers had 7 points from the kicker spot. Graham Gano only had 6 points. I think, Jerry, you told me you kind of regret panic dropping McManus and picking this guy up. Might have been the difference between winning and losing, but hey, kickers can be very finicky. They can have great weeks one week, and then the next you can get something like this where it's very, very average. The Niner defense, 0 points. Got completely manhandled by Rodgers and the Packer defense there, or Packer offense, I should say. But you end up getting the dub despite it, so it's all good. And then final here, the Bronco defense beating up on some terrible teams, and beat up on poor Zach Wilson here. Got 19 points from the defensive position there for you, Jerry. So all in all, fantastic win here for you, Manolo. You've been in some real tight ones here these last couple of weeks. You're really walking a tightrope. I think you won last week by only a point, and this week by 2 points. So your luck is on your way, man. I think maybe the universe is bouncing itself out from how you kind of ended up last year. Now the universe is kind of giving you some wins here this year. So good for you, Jerry. Tough loss, man. Falling to 1 and 2. Strong team. Just had some down weeks here from some guys. Tyreek Hill definitely has cost you here dearly. He's a guy you should be putting up 12 points minimum per week. But, bounce back strong this week, man. Actually, don't, because you're playing against me. So bounce back strong in week 5. Yeah, not here. Week 4. This is my week, Jerry, okay? Just letting you know. I know you run the content and everything, but I'm taking you down this week, man. And also, Manolo, great win, man. Like I said, so keep the good times rolling, and hopefully you can keep rolling off some W's here. Whew. Okay, I got one more, and then I gotta do the winner loser.